this same script is going to play out in 2022. That the voter is going to put in power these thugs again. It's going to be so sad. And then after 2 years, they'll start crying again. I am utterly tired of the quality of the voter and their role in proper patronage of our resources in this country. Look, when your father marries a second wife, you don't go blaming the second wife and then she kicks you out. You have to put that blame squarely on your father. Let us stop blaming the Chinese. We know the Chinese have one motive. Their interest is their country and their well-being. And by the way, they are not giving the expensive loans, billions of dollars to everybody. They are giving their money to countries that are branded poor, but rich in natural resources.
Right.
And they are taking those resources back to China without us knowing. All the Chinese projects that you're doing, even their manuals are in Chinese. That means we will never have access to SGR or Thika roads or anything. Our people will never work there because they are owned by them. So you're looking, when you see a Chinese project, that is their country in another country.
Right. So that is not a give and take
no,
kind of
not,
scenario.
that one is theirs for life.
Take.
And by the way, they are giving expensive loans that the country cannot manage. It is deliberate. So if we know that, then why are we allowing them to do what they are doing? And the reason why America is retorting is it's not because America cares about us. It's because Chinese loans are hurting their interest in Africa also. Because they've been here for a very long time. But we can't point something and say that's American, that's British and all that. You understand? They put us, they came by force and conquered Africa. But Chinese now is coming with expensive loans. And our fathers are sleeping with this harlot. And I'm saying that on TV. We must be very...
China is a sponyo.
You know, it's a sponyo. We are saying that. Let me tell you what.
Use
We are the ones who are letting... By the way, you know, and I'm tired of these politicians who are tweeting. Don't tweet. Do something. We employed you to, you know, to deal with these things legislatively. The other day, Kenyans were complaining with this SGR. They're not being paid well. There's sexual abuse. The watchmen now, Chinese, everything of the sort. Tell me what has happened to date. Nothing. I can assure you. Why? Because the Chinaman is a current landlord of this country. We are back borrowing expensive loans to them. That we know will never, ever pay. The Jubilee government, their turn is expiring in 2022. That money is going to be left to who? We've sold our country. If we don't get our country back, then there's going to be a problem. And let me tell you what, the greatest issue with this country are several things. Number one, lack of ambitious and visionary leadership. And number two, are heavily, generally ignorant populists who don't know their role in public participation and are not properly educated when it comes to their civic role in building this government. Everybody wants to eat. It's a kleptomaniac state. Even that guy who is complaining about fuel here, I mean, the middle class is disgusting. I'm sorry to say that. Because when there's an opportunity to question the president on the patronage of the resources in this country, we are showing him a full tank of a Subaru. We must be a shameless society. We must put the president in the dock and say, look, we gave you governance. We gave you billions. Show us what you've done with them. How are we going to build the resources? How are we going to build this country? How are we going to be stable after going through 2 elections and stuff of the sort? Look at 2022. The picture is bleak. You almost think that this country is going to die. We are talking serious issue, bigger than 16% of VAT of fuel. Right. We must be serious, people. Let us stop this ignorance.